Hey everybody, it's Bob from MoMoney Incorporated, and today we're going to be talking about Washington crossing the Delaware, the 2021 quarter, and what errors I look for when searching these quarters. Now, if you watch other people's videos or if you're on eBay, we all know about the crown error. It starts at the very tip of the hat and goes all the way to the back of the hat. Now, obviously, this isn't the full crown, but you see that there are two die chips in this one, and we'll look at eBay later and see what this error would go for. But I look for at least two spots. Here's another example. Two spots. A third example. Two more spots. Now what I also look for is a clean quarter. This one only has one spot in the front, but it's a little bit bigger. And finally, this one here only has one in the back. This was probably one of the first ones I kept. This, in my opinion, is a throwback at this point because the die chip in the back of the hat is so small, I probably wouldn't even keep it. So you want to concentrate on the hat area. That's one area that you want to look at. But then there's other areas. So for example, let's look at the word Delaware. And you see between the A and the R, you see that die chip there in the A? Okay, here's a couple more examples. The A and the R, it always seems to be involving those two letters. A third example. A fourth example. Fifth example. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer for you. Bring it in closer here. There you go. Between the W and the A that time. The A and the R again. The W and the A. And finally, the A and the R again. Okay, so that's another area I look for. Now, let's see. This example here. Oh, so I actually need your help on this one. If you look above Washington's left hand, let's see if I can get the light. Is that a strike through? These are type of errors I'm just learning about and trying to get a better handle on. So I see like there's kind of like metal cut into the quarter. And I believe that's a strike through. If I flip it over on the other side, that's what the other side looks like. So I thought, and maybe I'm wrong, but I thought a strike through would show on both sides. So that possibly could be damage. I'm not really sure. So leave your comment for me so I can read about it and see if I have something worth keeping or if it's a throwback. Okay, also, on this quarter here, still Washington crossing the Delaware, look at the ponytail. See that little bump right above the ponytail? That's not supposed to be there. And also look at that P. It looks like maybe there's doubling on that P a little bit. Maybe it's my eyes, but I was focusing more on that bump in front of the ponytail. Here's another example. A little bit bigger that time. Okay. And last, I want to talk about the quarter that I just found yesterday. Check out that die chip. That's the best example I have so far. Now, what you ideally want to do is, if I was searching this quarter from the very beginning, I would look at the hat first, go over to Delaware, see if there's any die chips there. Some people rotate the quarter here and they look right underneath by his sleeve to see if there's doubling. Okay. Other people will flip it over and see if the bump is on the ponytail or not. And they might also check that P out for doubling. Now, let's go to eBay if we can. So here we are on eBay, and I punched in 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware quarter error. And I went to the sold section, and it shows you all the possible errors that are currently selling on eBay. The first one here, we talked about this one, the bump above the ponytail. But look what it says. It says there's an error on both sides. So let's find out what the other error is. If we go to the other side, there it is. The bump on the hat, the die chip on the hat. So ideally, you're looking for a quarter that has multiple die chips. In this case, it's the hat and it's the ponytail. Let's go back a minute and see what else we have. Here's the full crown error that I was talking about. And you can see it's selling for about 34 bucks on eBay, which I don't really get because that price has come down a ton. Because look at this one right below it, $7.99, and you're only getting like not even half the crown. If we go down a little bit further, we see more of the same. Here's one that we didn't talk about, and I believe it's called a die clash. Let's focus in on this one a little bit. You see this? You see it's kind of like, it kind of looks like doubling it, like a shadow almost, but it's like showing his face in like 2 different times. And as you can see, it was $4.95, so a $5 error right there. That's something to look for. Here's a new one that I didn't know about yet. So there must be a die chip on his holster, or if that's a scope or a gun or something. We talked about this one here, which is underneath the cuffling. You see that extra piece of metal right there. $4.49 and another 75 cents for shipping. So there's a lot to look at when looking at these Washington crossing the Delawares. Don't be so, don't be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Caught up in finding the total crown. Yes, it goes for $35, but as we just saw, plenty of other examples can make you money on eBay as well. So this is Mo Money Incorporated saying, don't be lazy, check your quarters for errors, because you can make some more money in your pocket. Thanks for checking out this video, and we'll see you soon.